Week 15 on Mounjaro, and it's time for a mindset shift. Stay with me, guys, and I'll tell you all about it. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me here today on this video. My name is Angela, and thank you so much for coming and spending a little time out with me today. So guys, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about my mindset shift, and how I'm shifting my mindset whilst I'm on Mounjaro. So stay tuned, guys, whether you're on Mounjaro or whether you're just on a weight loss journey. I'm going to be sharing some things that hopefully may be of value to you. So guys, if you are new here, then thank you so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate you being here. And if you've been here before, then it's great to have you back. So guys, on this channel, Time Out with Angela, we're a lifestyle channel and we do all things lifestyle. This is my 58th year. I've just celebrated my 58th birthday, and I am documenting my year this year. So we're going to really get involved in all things lifestyle, from the shopping, the cooking, the cleaning, the holidays, the travel, the money, all sorts of things. So I would love for you to join me on the journey as well, guys. So and of course there's going to be loads of weight loss as well. So guys, if you're not subscribed, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, because I'm on a journey in my 58th year this year that I'm documenting my journey. I would love to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, end of 2025, 5,000 subscribers, but we're going to do it chunk by chunk. So I would love to get to 2,000 subscribers by Easter. So we're just a couple of months away. So I would really appreciate it, guys, if the content that I make is of value to you. Feel free to have a little look at my past catalogue of videos, and if it's something that you think may be of interest to you, then yeah, come and join the family. And when you click that subscribe button, please also click the notification bell, because when you do, YouTube will send you a little notice when I've uploaded a new video. Now I do try, I'm not very good at this, but I do try to be consistent with how often I upload. Well, let me just rephrase that. I upload at least twice a week, at least. And one of those videos will always be my Mounjaro weight loss journey video. So I do that at least once a week. Some weeks it'll be 2 Mounjaro videos, especially when I do my weekly video and my monthly review. You'll get 2 Mounjaro videos. But in either case, there will always be an additional video around lifestyle. Might be shopping, might be food, might just be chit chat, might be something else. So you will always get 2 videos from me a week, sometimes 3, and sometimes even more. And I am trying to work to bring, you know, when I watch all these YouTube gurus, they always say, you know, choose your days and be consistent with those days. And I try, but because there's so much I want to share with you guys, you know me, I can talk for England, you know, there's just so much going on for me. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I have like 3 or 4 videos that I want to bring out to you in the week, and doing a set 2 days a week doesn't always work for me. But I do try. Well, you will always get 2 videos from me. Those days may vary, but you will always get 2. So the great thing is, when you click that notification bell, you will get a pop-up on your phone from YouTube just to let you know that I have uploaded a video. So yeah, feel free to subscribe, but also click that notification bell. And because I'm trying to grow the channel, and reach as many people as I can, because I think that hopefully you find my content of value and hopefully it'll help somebody else. Then if you can, if nothing else, give the video a thumbs up, because that tells the YouTube algorithm that you've watched it and you've liked it. That helps massively. But also engage with me, guys. Drop a comment below, even if it's just to say hi. And again, YouTube recognizes that the video may be of value to other people and it'll put it out to them. So yeah, a couple of ways that you can help me, and of course to watch another video or two. That will always help. So yeah, I'm on this road, guys, to grow this channel to 2,000 subscribers by Easter and by 5,000 by the end of the year. So that being said, let's get back to Mounjaro, because growing a YouTube channel, or growing your finances, saving money, saving towards a goal, working towards a career, all of that is the same principles of when you're on a weight loss journey. It doesn't just happen overnight. How many times have we all thought, I wish I could go to bed, turn over, and the next morning wake up and have lost a stone? Yeah, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? But as we know, life doesn't work like that. We have to set the goal, we have to break it down, and we have to just consistently work at it, be committed and work at it every single day to get to our goal. And sometimes we see results, we might see a big increase in a day or a week or a month, and then other times it slows down, but we don't give up, we just keep going. And Mounjaro and the weight loss journey is absolutely no different. So if you're finding me for the first time here, let me just give you a backstory. I've been on my weight loss journey for 6 years now. Well, 6 years 2 months. I started my weight loss journey back in January 2019, and at that point I wanted to lose 10 stone. And I remember well, that was my goal, and then I became a coach for Weight Watchers in the March, and I remember meeting people on my journey who'd lost 9 stone, 10 stone, 12 stone, 15 stone. And I remember thinking, I couldn't even imagine that. I couldn't even imagine that, how you lose that and what that journey is like. And I had 10 stone to lose, and it was really hard for me to even imagine losing that. And then I met a coach, a fellow coach, and she'd lost 100 pounds. And I remember that just blew my mind. 100 pounds. How does anybody lose 100 pounds? That's incredible. It's phenomenal. Where do you start? How do you get going? How do you keep going? And all these things were just blowing my mind. And I couldn't see myself losing 10 stone. And that was the biggest mistake. That was my biggest hurdle. I couldn't see myself doing that. And it took me a while to start visualizing that, developing that mindset that actually I can do it. It is achievable, but chunk by chunk by chunk by chunk by chunk, just tiny little pieces at a time. How do you build a house? Brick by brick by brick. And that's how I had to think about it. So I stepped away from the mindset of wanting fast weight loss, quick weight loss, wanting to lose consistently 2 or 3 pounds a week. I moved away from that. So I made that conscious decision to step away from fast weight loss and decided, do you know what? I need to work on my mindset. Because working on a healthy mindset, a mindset that was going to be sustainable, because what I realised was that, I've done all the weight loss programs before. I've done calorie counting. I've done Slimming World, Weight Watchers several times. I've done the liquid diets, you know, Cambridge, which is now the one-to-one diet. I've done Exante. I've done the egg diet, cabbage diet, the Atkins diet, Mediterranean, all of, you name it. I've done those diets. But for me, none of those were sustainable. And it's not because their program wasn't good. It wasn't because of that. It was simply down to I wasn't working on my mindset. And that for me was key. And when I started working on my mindset whilst doing the Weight Watchers program, everything changed. I'd gone from yo-yoing to consistently losing weight, but then not becoming obsessed with weight loss. And I developed that mindset, and now with Mounjaro, realise that it's the same. You know, Mounjaro is a tool. It is just a tool, the same way that the Slimming World program is a tool, the same way that the Weight Watchers program is a tool, the same way that Exante or the one-to-one is a tool. You know, the same way that calorie counting is a tool. Mounjaro is a tool, and it's not a magic injection, it's not a magic solution, it is a tool, and you have to work with it, and I have to work with it as well. And last week, if you saw this video here that I posted last week, I shared that it was this interesting week, because one of the things that Mounjaro does, it impacts the hormones, your GLP-1 receptor hormones, and it quietens that food noise. So you're not thinking about food, you don't feel the hunger. It's incredible the way that it works. It does something to your well, we know it's the hormones that's quietened. It reduces that, so you're not thinking about food. Okay. And when I came to eat, say, quality foods, and by quality foods I mean foods with protein and fibre, when I was eating those things, I could only eat a small amount, because those signals were going off in my brain saying you're full. However, what I shared in this video was that I could easily get down loads of snacks, because those snacks were not protein filled, they're refined carbs, and they're what is called slider foods, and they just slide through. Our bodies don't have to work hard to process them, they just slide through. And I found that, one, I could get them down, but secondly, I was craving those. Well, craving wasn't the right word. There was a number of reasons why I wanted those, and I started cupboard surfing. So in the video I said that what I think I needed to do was to go back to tracking, and there was a number of reasons why I felt that little bit snackier last week. You know, I live with chronic illness, and I've been really quite poorly. I was really cold. My hands are still freezing at the moment. That's why I'm warming them on the mug. And I also have my gloves. In fact, I should put my gloves on. Yeah, so I was cold. I'm in pain. I've been working at home as well, because I've been too poorly to drive to get into the office. So I'm at home, and when you're at home, well, let me speak for myself. When I'm at home, the kitchen is right next door. So every time I was having a break, I was going to make a cup of tea, and then I'd be seeing what there is to eat. So there was all of that going on, and I wasn't getting out for my walk, my regular walk. So there was lots of changes going on for me, and because of that, my mindset wasn't as strong as it had been previously, and therefore, whilst the suppression was there about 90% of the time, that 10% I was just finding myself just cupboard surfing. And even though I didn't necessarily want it, that old habit had come back of wanting that. Oh, goodness me, my cat's just come in the room and she's just scared the life out of me. Oh my days, because I know nobody's in the house. Right, I've got 5 cats, 4 of them are outside, and my other cat, Bobby, I'll show you her in a minute. She was sleeping in the next room, and she sleeps for hours. So I wasn't expecting her to come in, and I just heard a noise on the landing, and the door opened. Oh my goodness, let me just show you her. So this is Bobby. Bobby is 18. She's an old girl. She's really old. But, oh, she's my darling. Yeah, I've had her since she was a kitten, since she was a couple of weeks old. Well, about 3 or 4 months old. I've had her. So, yeah, this is my Bob. And she's just scared. You scared the life out of me. So she's just in this room. I've got a water bowl. They've got water bowls in the kitchen, in the living room, and there's one in here. So she's left her room where she's been sleeping, and she's coming here for a drink. So I'm gonna let her carry on. Go on, baby. There we go. Yeah, she's quite old. Oh goodness me, she scared the light out of me. So yeah, so as I say, where was I? So yeah, I was cupboard surfing last week for all the reasons of being cold, in pain, out of my routine. So last week I said that what I was going to do, I was going to go back and track. Now tracking is a challenge for me. If you are good at tracking, you're a much better person than me. But I just really struggle with tracking calories. When I was doing Weight Watchers, I really struggled to track. I have the Weight Watchers app on my phone, and I've also got NutriCheck and MyFitnessPal. And I will track something if it's something brand new, just to find, you know, the protein value, the calorie value, that sort of stuff. It's very occasional. But I did say I was going to track last week. It didn't happen. Because do you know what? It's just not who I am, and I don't beat myself up about it. So this week I've decided, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple of things. These are things that I always coached my clients to do. Was number 1, focusing on protein and fibre. So you may have seen in this video here that I did a food shop, and I got in like lots of chicken thighs. I got in some cheese, because yes, cheese is fat, but it's also protein as well. Got a couple of different things in, even bacon is a good source of protein. So got a little shop in, and of course my eggs as well. So I've been having those foods this week. Now, because of Mounjaro, I don't eat a huge amount of food, but when I do eat, I'm making sure this week that it's protein rich. Yeah. So what I've recognised this week is that I am eating well, eating this protein rich foods. Because I don't eat a huge amount, I make sure I get my protein in first, and then for my vegetables I tend to make soup, and that's how I get my veggies in. Because other than that, if I can only have a small plate and I split it between protein and veg and a little bit of carbs, then I'm reducing the amount of protein that I'm having. And that the protein is what's going to keep me fuller for longer. So I will eat, you know, my protein. So it might just be like my chicken thighs or my chicken breast. Yeah. And I might just slice that up and put it in a sandwich. Got my carbs, got my chicken, my protein. Or I might do eggs on toast and that's it. Yeah. Or like cheese on toast. Again, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs. Job done. But then to get my veggie in, I do soups. And when the warmer weather comes, we're in the middle of February at the moment, when the warmer weather comes, I will be going back to juicing. yeah, going back to my juicing. So I have written an ebook, guys, with my favourite juices and smoothies. So feel free to check it out here, and I will drop a link in the description box there if you want to check out my ebook. So been focusing on that protein and fibre, and then even for snacks, when I've been snacky, I mean, last week I shared with you, I've just got a little bit of leftover chocolate in the cupboard from Christmas, and no crisps, just that little bit of chocolate. So what I have done is stocked up on food, which again you would have seen in this video when I did my food shop. So I've been having my oranges and my blueberries, getting all of that in, and that has been, when I've been feeling that little bit snacky, then I'm just having that fruit as well. But the other key thing is my water. I recognised I wasn't drinking a lot of water because it's so flipping cold out there. I don't want to drink cold water when it's so cold. But I realised I need to step it up. So what I have been doing is having my water with squash in, because just having plain water at this time of year, it's not appealing to me. So I'm having it with just a little bit of squash. Sorry, I've got an itchy armpit. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I've been having I've just been having my water with a little bit of squash in, and then lots of tea. I take my tea black, and no milk, no sugar, and that's absolutely fine. It's fluid. And also drinking herbal teas as well. Again, just hot water and a tea bag. So I've really been stepping that up. But I drink a lot of tea and herbal teas. It was my plain water, my cold water, that I was missing. And I realised, you know, I think one of the things that I learned from Weight Watchers is how important it is to drink water. And I always assumed it was like cold water, but it isn't. It's, you know, herbal teas, tea, you know, anything that is liquid based rather than just plain water. So just been making sure I'm getting that in. But yeah, at least a litre of cold water on top of my teas and coffees I've been getting. So yeah, really kind of stepping that up, and I think that is helping as well, because I'm feeling you know, it makes me hydrated, so that's good all round. The other thing is I suffer really badly with dry eyes, and I know that I'm really dehydrated. Or rather, I know that I'm getting dehydrated when my eyes feel like sandpaper. So yeah, that is another sign for me. If I get to the point where my lips are dry and itchy, I'm way past dehydrated. So usually it's my eyes are my first thing. So really stepping that up to get plenty of water in. I've also been getting to bed earlier as well, and that has also helped take away that that evening, like, let me get a little snack. Yeah. So, and the other thing is I have my electric blanket on the bed as well, so I usually just put a movie on or watch my soaps or something whilst I'm snuggled down in bed with my electric blanket, and then fall off to sleep. So, and once I'm snuggled up in bed and I'm warm, I ain't getting out of bed for nothing. So that's really been helping me this week. I've also been in the day trying to find distractions, because one of the things that I discovered with mindset is you've got to keep the mind busy, got to keep the mind active, because when I don't, that's when that food element of, I don't want to call it that, yeah, let's call it the food noise sort of drops a little bit, and then I'm starting thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do with my hands? Yeah, what can I go and eat? I'm going to make a cup of tea. Let's just see what I can snack on. Yeah, the good thing is anything that I'm snacking on is like going to be protein. It's like I bought some baby bells the other day in addition to my food shop. Bought some baby bells. I've got my protein yogurts. I've got things like that I can snack on. My Rivita crackers, you know me, my Philadelphia cheese. Sometimes I'll do a Rivita cracker with Philadelphia cheese as a snack. Whereas before it would have been a bag of crisps or a bar of chocolate. Yeah, those things don't live in my house anymore. Only a tiny amount, which I'm trying to get rid of. But yeah, all a few sweets that I have locked away for the grandkids, let me be honest there. But generally they don't come out for me. So I'm trying to find that distraction. When I go in the kitchen now to make a cup of tea, I'm like having a little tidy. I'll go and, you know, I'll tidy out a cupboard whilst the kettle's boiling, yeah? Or I'll take the wash out of the washing machine and pop it in the tumble dryer. Or if it's in the tumble dryer, take it out and fold it up. Or I'll sweep the kitchen floor or wipe down the kitchen surfaces. I'll do something, whereas before, when the kettle was boiling, I was like, let's see what we've got to eat. Yeah, so I'm finding that distraction for myself, because I know that it's when that kettle is boiling to make me a drink, that's when I'm like, what can I have to eat? So yeah, again, it's going back and reinforcing that habit, because I had that habit before. I was doing really well with that habit, but it just kind of crept back in. And that's the thing with habits, guys. If you've got habits, you've got to keep a check on them. Keep checking to make sure that they don't slip and creep back, because it's easily done, easy. And that's how we can end up putting the weight back on. And I've been there many a times, you know, because those good habits slip. The habits that helped us to lose the weight can slip, and then those old bad habits can creep back in, and we start to see the weight gaining. So when I was coaching people, I'm still coaching people now, but I say to people, when you lost weight last month, what were you doing? What were the habits that you had in place? And they'd be like, oh, well, you know, I was, you know, weighing or eating small portions, or I was going out for a walk at lunchtime. Okay, so what's changed? Well, I don't go out for that walk anymore because it's cold. Okay, well, what can you do to get some activity in for that 10 or 15 minutes? Even if you're not going out for that walk, what activity can you do? Okay, well, maybe I can put a video on and do a workout. Maybe when the adverts come on TV, maybe I can get up and do a few squats. Maybe I can go and tidy up a bedroom, or push the vacuum around or something. Yeah, so it's then, how do we get some of those old habits back? Yeah, so that's one of the things that I teach people. It's something that I need to go back and practice myself. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I recognise it's when I'm boiling the kettle to make a drink, and I make hot drinks several times a day, that's when it kind of creeps in that, what can I have? Even though I'm not hungry, but it's a habit that's creeping back in really slowly. So finding that distraction. So yeah, so what I've done this week is I've focused on well, let me just say, last week I said I was going to track. It didn't happen. Let's put it out there. It didn't happen. But what I've done this week instead is I've focused in on my protein and fibre, making sure that I'm eating lots of protein. Then I have been, even with my snacks, making them protein focused. Then I'm drinking lots of water as well, increasing my liquids, my tea, my herbal tea, and drinking at least a litre of cold water with a little bit of squashing. I've been getting to bed early, which I'm absolutely loving in this cold weather. Love that. And then finding distractions. And those things this week has really been working for me. Yeah. So, got on the scales this week. Now, before I tell you that, bearing in mind, last week I lost 1.5 pounds, after being in Scotland, enjoying lots and lots of different foods, you know, staggering out of the whiskey experience after knocking back quite a bit of whiskey, which is all included in the tour, let me add, and doing tons and tons and tons of walking. I came back £1.50 off, and I was pleased with that. But because I know that I was really snacky last week, I was thinking, I'm not sure what the scales are going to say this week. But I had my weigh-in on Saturday, as usual, £0.50 off. So I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. So that brings me now on Mounjaro to £25.50 off. So really pleased with that. Now I do use the Rempo scales, and they give you lots of data, which I have showed you in the past. So feel free to check out some of my earlier Mounjaro videos. And one of the things that it does show you, which I've never shared before with you, and I'm going to share with you today, is you can set a goal weight, and as you are progressing on your journey, it shows you your percentage progress towards your final goal, your goal weight. And on Rempo this week, it showed me that having lost 25.5 pounds, I am now 24%. I have made 24% progress towards my end goal. Get in there, Angela. Get in. Really pleased. Really pleased with that 24% progress. So really happy with that. And that brings me on my overall weight loss journey to now £155.5 off. Yeah. And that averages over the 6 years, 2 months to £1.50 off on average. That's my average weight loss. And I'm really pleased with that because, you know, I was saying earlier that I never imagined that I could lose £100. Never ever imagined that I could lose £100. It blew my mind when I met a fellow coach who'd lost that. Blew my mind. And then to think that I could, and when I was working with people who'd lost 10 stone, 15 stone, 18 stone, it blew my mind. I just thought, how does somebody do that? What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? How's that even possible? And now, for me to sit here and tell you that I have lost £155.5 blows my mind. It really does, because, you know, I didn't even believe that I could lose a pound. Couldn't believe that I could lose a stone, never mind 10 stone. And that's the key word, guys. It's about belief. And once I started believing that I could, started to happen. And you know, I was saying earlier, you know, all of these programs and plans and everything, they all have a purpose. You know, they serve some people, they don't work for others. You know, they're all good for some people, they're all not good for others. You know, we choose our poison. But none of them worked for me because I didn't have the right mindset. And when I developed the right mindset around my weight loss journey, with and without Mounjaro, started to see results. And I remember somebody saying, you know, when I was at Weight Watchers, that, you know, you can't lose weight without tracking. Same with calorie counting. People say, you know, you need to count your calories to lose weight, or you know, you need to track your macros, you need to do all of this. And I'm like, you know, that's a mindset. If you believe you can, you will. If you believe you can't, you won't. And what I was getting from that was, if I don't track my calories, my macros, my sins, my points, I won't lose weight. And that was a mindset that was starting to be ingrained in me, that if I don't track, I'm not going to lose weight. And I was like, no, I'm not a tracker. I need to lose weight. I'm going to find my own way through it. And I did. I started looking at my portions. Portion control was key for me, but so was the mindset, believing that I could every single day, bit by bit, chunk by chunk, and I got there, and I'm getting there. So yeah, guys, mindset, whether you're on Mounjaro, whether you're on counting calories or sins or macros, or, you know, points, or whatever you're doing, it will work for you if you have the right mindset. If you work on that mindset every single day. But if you believe that you can't do it, you won't. You will not do it if you don't believe you can. But if you believe you can achieve, you absolutely will. So guys, there we go. £155.5 off in total, £25.5 off on Mounjaro, and 24% progress towards my goal. Yeah, I remember back in the day, when I started, I was told I need to lose 5%, and I was thinking, goodness me, I don't know where to start. But yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's possible, guys. Losing weight, achieving your goals is possible. And the only thing that's going to get you past your goal and to your finish line is your mindset. Mounjaro is a tool, and if you don't develop the mindset, then that's why we're seeing so many people come off the medication and the weight goes back on, because they've not worked on the mindset, in my opinion. So guys, there we go. Now, as I said, I am a coach. I am a practicing coach, and I coach clients. So if you're interested in coaching, then feel free to reach out to me. My email is in the description box below. Feel free to message me there, or you could reach out to me on Instagram as well. You can direct message me, or on Facebook. Feel free to join my socials. I'm Time Out with Angela on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm also there on TikTok as well. So feel free to reach me there. I always forget about TikTok. So feel free to do that. So guys, how are you getting on your weight loss journey? Have you noticed that your food noise isn't as strong? And if so, what are you doing about it? Is there anything that you're putting in place to work on that mindset? Do let me know. Drop a comment below. So guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm going to go get myself another cuppa, because this has gone a little bit cold. Yeah, gonna go check on the cat, make sure she's all right. Guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell if you've not done so already. Also, please give the video a thumbs up if you found it of value, and drop a comment below. Even if you just say hi, just drop a comment. Share this video as well. I know some of you are sharing my videos, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, the best way you can help me is to watch another video or two. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Stay warm, and I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.